Who's ready for yoga?
I'm ready.
And I want you all to know the reason that we're doing. Yeah. Well, I've only done it once, and the reason that we're doing it today is because all of us as a community are so stressed, and the best way to reduce stress is by doing low intensity exercises. So I figured because doing a HIIT class is going to spike your adrenaline and your cortisol, which is just going to increase your stress. So even though after we do a workout like that, we feel good, in the long run, it's actually not helping you out that much. So today I figured it would be really beneficial for all of us to just like take a load off and just do some yoga.
I will say when I got that text and said yoga, I was like,
yes. Yeah. So I always have to preface every yoga class by saying, I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's fun and we're going to have a good time. So.
She knows. In case the people don't know, she knows. She's just not confident sometimes.
I'm not a yoga instructor, but like I know.
But you know.
But I know.
Kind of.
What does it really take to be a yoga instructor? Just kidding. Start lying down. Well, we'll get there. But first, let's start on the edge of our mat. Feet hip width, toes pointed straight ahead. First stretch is just going to be a nice one for the neck and the upper back. Bring your arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers, bring them to the back of your head, and then just pull your chin towards your chest. While we're doing that, we're going to round our shoulders over, and you're literally just going to hang here and pull. Should feel a nice stretch through your upper back and your neck, maybe your lower back, depending on how tight you are. Yeah. Just take deep breaths here in every position. Now, keeping your chin tucked, we are going to pretend that we are bending every single vertebrae of our spine over one at a time. We're going to bend over like a pretzel. So now just continue to bend through your shoulders and then your upper back. We're going really, really nice and slow. There's no need to rush here. Now through our middle back. Now our lower back. Once you are folded in half like a pretzel, you're going to keep your chin tucked, but you're going to let your arms dangle down to your feet. And you're just going to hang here for a few seconds, taking a few deep breaths in and out. Now we're going to reverse that motion. So now we're going to pretend that we are straightening every single vertebrae of our spine from bottom to top, one at a time. Guys, it's imperative that we go really, really slow here. Start with your lower back and pull yourself up. Then start to straighten out your middle back. Then your shoulders. And then your head. Shake it out a little bit. Take a deep breath. We're going to do that one more time, but no hands this time. So starting with your chin, bring your chin in towards your chest. Now round your shoulders slowly. Round that upper back. Just continue to reach towards your toes, bending every single vertebrae of your spine, one at a time from top to bottom. Keep that chin tucked on the way down and continue to take deep breaths. Once you get as far as you can while keeping your knees locked out, there should be no bend in your knees. Just hang and deep breaths for a few seconds. Now relax your head. You can untuck your chin. And we are going to walk our hands away from our body. So you might just need to bend your knees a little bit for this one. Reach your hands out in front of you. Walk them away. So we're in a nice little TP position. We should have our heels flat on the ground and our butt in the air. If you're like, I'm not that flexible enough to have my heels on the ground, that means you need to walk your hands out a little bit further. From this position, we're going to keep our left heel flat on the ground, and we're going to lift up our right heel so we're on our right toe. We're going to put all of our weight on our left foot and just stretch that calf and that hamstring. Hold here for a few seconds and take some deep breaths for me. This is your brief reminder that yoga is not the easiest thing ever, and it does take some strength and stability. Now let's put that right heel on the ground and now pick up the left heel and bend that left leg so that we're up on the toe. Now our weight is on our right leg and we're stretching the right hamstring and calf. Deep breaths here. Now we are going to pedal our feet in this position. So we're going to go left heel down, right heel up, right heel down, left heel up, and we're just going to alternate like this. So you're just bending one of your legs while you're straightening the other leg, just going back and forth. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Now let's come up on both of our toes, and we are going to nose dive into the ground into a cobra position. So it's going to look like this.
My hands up. If this position is too much stress on your lower back, you can come down onto your elbows instead of your hands. Good. And really try to get that chin up, your head back. We're feeling a nice stretch in our abdomen and challenging the mobility of our back. You can even turn your shoulders from side to side slightly to get a little bit of rotation in there. Now let's come up onto our knees into a tabletop position. This means that our hands are directly under our shoulders and our knees are directly under our hips and our back is nice and flat. From here, we're going to go into some cat-cows. The first position is our cat, meaning we're going to tuck our chin and push our middle back up and heavily get a nice little roller coaster looking slope with our back. We're going to hold and push and breathe. Now we're going to come in the opposite direction for our cow. We're going to arch our back, put our butt and our head into the air. Deep breaths here. Back into our cat. Back into our cow. Deep breaths the whole time, guys. And cat. And last cow. Now come back into a flat tabletop position. This one's a little bit interesting, but we're going to kind of pretend that we're performing a side crunch from this position. So I'm going to turn my right hip and my right shoulder towards each other at the same time, as if I'm performing like an oblique crunch. And now I'm going to take my left shoulder and my left hip and turn them towards each other. Guys, my head is going with it. My head's going in the same direction as my hips and my shoulder. Let's go back to the right. That reminds me of like a little inchworm. And like they're moving side to side. Yeah, right. Me and Cass turned to the left. And back to the right. Sorry, forget I have to narrate everything. You're so fine, but I was like, I turned over and I was like, oh, guys, look. And last time back to the left. Now let's put our knees together. We're going to sit back, butt on our feet. And then we're just going to put our arms forward and relax our head. I didn't realize how tense I was until we started stretching. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everyone just relax here. Your head can relax against the mat. Let your arms be stretched out as far in front of you as they can. My back is so tight, I even feel stretching my lats when I do this, which is crazy. I always feel the stretch in my lats. Deep breaths here. Now come onto your elbows, and we are going to spread our knees on either side of the mat. And we are just going to sit just like this. Again, you can sit with your chest up, or you can relax your chest and your head into the mat, or you can make it a dynamic stretch by moving back and forth between the two positions. But we're just going to take deep breaths here and really open up those hips. Now, keeping our knees on either side of the mat, we're going to come up onto our hands. And we're going to keep our legs in the same position, but we're going to walk our hands forward and let our hips sink towards the ground. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Much more flexible than I. I would not say that so soon, Robert. I would not say that so soon, Robert. I'm feeling things in my right hip I have never felt in my. I'm feeling in my toes, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I feel it all the way down to my big toe. A whole tingle through the whole leg. Yeah.
Why? What?
Alrighty, let's come back up into our tabletop position. We're going to come up onto our knees now. Let's put our right leg out in front. Put your left arm on your right knee. And now try to grab that back foot with your opposite arm and pull up. If you can't quite reach your leg, all you have to do is place both arms on this knee and really lean forward into that lunge. Good. This is a really deep quad and hip flexor stretch. We're going to hold this for a little bit, really try to focus on that balance. Deep breaths here. Good. You can release that foot if you're holding on to it. And now we're going to sit back, put that right leg out straight, and try to bend towards that leg. If you need a greater stretch, you can even pull those toes back towards your body. Yep. Yeah. Or if you angle your toes a different way, you can feel the stretch in your hamstring shift from side to side.
I used to have a lot of balance more recently. I'm leaning in on my kneecast.
I got you. All right, now let's bring that right knee in so we're back on both knees. Now our left leg goes out in front. Again, we're going to put our right hand on that left knee, lean forwards, and try to grab that back leg with our opposite hand. If you can't quite reach it, again, just put both hands on that front knee and lean forwards.
Be honest, I'm actually having a really hard time. I kept falling. I don't know if you can. What? I forgot. I was doing Bulgarian kickbox. I needed to have Patrick hold my hand. So I would fall over. I kept falling. And I was like, what's wrong with me?
There was also a lot going on that day. There was a lot going on that day. All right, now relax that back leg. Now stick that left leg straight out in front and lean towards it to get that nice hamstring stretch. You can even reach those arms out, pull that toe back towards you if you need to. Yum.
Did you hear it?
Yep. Guys, deep breaths the whole time in these stretches. I know it's hard, but we have to relax into these as much as we can. Good. Let's bring that left leg back. Now we're on both knees again. This one's a little tricky, so everybody pay attention. We're going to put our right leg forward in front of us like so. We're going to put, yep. We're going to put our left arm right next to the foot of our right, yes, or our left hand next to our right foot. And now we're going to come up on the toe of our left leg. And then we're going to take our right arm and bring it towards the sky. Oh, beautiful, people, beautiful. We're going to hold this for a few.
Wow.
Yeah, as you hold this one, second by second, it gets more challenging. So just deep breath.
I'm feeling it.
Yes, oh yeah.
Different parts of my body.
I'm feeling it
It was
everywhere.
in my calf. Now it's on my right.
It travels.
cheek. Yeah. She's moving around.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Deep breath here, guys. We're only holding it for a few more seconds. Excellent. Put that right hand down on the outside of your right foot. Step the right foot back. So now we're in a nice little plank position. Now bring your left foot in the middle of your two hands. And same thing on the other side. Now we're going to lift up that left hand and face our chest towards the opposite wall and hold. Guys, I'm shaking a little bit. Good, just a few more seconds, guys. Deep breaths. Now bring that left hand down. Step the left foot back so we're in a plank position. And while we're here, let's just hold a little plank for a second, y'all. Get those butts down, get in a nice little position. Let's squeeze that core and just deep breaths right here, just for a few seconds. Shaking is okay. We're working. Five more seconds here, guys. And let's come back into our tabletop position. Now we're going to leave our right hand exactly where it is. We're going to take our left hand and bring it through that space between where our hand and our knees are. And then we're going to come down onto our right elbow and try to let our shoulder hit the ground. Yes, like so. If you guys can't see me, Laura is doing it correctly. Good. Deep breaths here, guys. Butts in the air like we don't care. Okay. One more deep breath, and then we're going to come back up. Alrighty. Bring that left hand up. Now take your right hand and same thing. Fit it through the space between your left hand and your left knee. And then come down onto that left elbow and let your right shoulder sit snugly on the ground. And deep breaths here. Guys, one more big deep breath before we come back up. Alrighty, let's return to our tabletop position. We are going to come to sit on our butt in a butterfly position, which means we're going to have our knees out and our feet flat together. If it's difficult, it's going to make it easier by placing your feet farther away from your body. If it's too easy, get those heels right up next to your body. We're going to sit here and try to push those knees down with our elbows and lean forward a little bit. If you can't quite do this, you can even just rock from side to side. Queen.
Damn. But wait, I think it's because we just opened it up the way we did.
Girl, it works.
Yeah.
There's a reason people do this.
Oh my god, this is so what? Yeah, because like when I push here, I can kind of feel it here, and that's what I.
Now we're gonna sit right leg in, left leg out. Take your right arm, reach over your head, and try to reach towards that left toe. Guys, I really want us coming directly over to get a nice back stretch. But if you can't quite do that, you can even rotate your chest towards your leg and lean forward this way a little bit. Yes, ma'am. Little half ballerina pose.
Oh my god.
Yeah. My back is seizing right now.
I'm like, shit. Well, because I feel it here first.
Yeah.
And then I felt
and
it
then there.
And I was like, oh shit. Oh, you had 42 minutes. This is really nice, actually, though.
Yeah. Guys, deep breaths here. Deep breaths. Try to relax into the stretch as much as you can. A lot of times when the stretch starts to feel not so comfortable, our body tenses up. But we just need to try to really relax into it here. Slowly, slowly, slowly come back to center. Now left leg comes in, right leg goes out.
One thing I remember when we first did,
and left arm comes over.
the yoga classes, was you said when you breathe in, to let your belly come out. And that actually has helped me.
Yes.
I did like stretching, but like any stretch I do, I remind myself to breathe in.
Yes, ma'am.
It expands my muscle. And it helps.
You're filling up that diaphragm. Whew, my left lower back is tight. Deep breaths here, guys. Just like Laura said, on the breath in, expand the stomach. On the breath out, deflate the diaphragm. Deep breaths, only a few more seconds here. And slowly, slowly come back up. Now we're going to sit with our legs out, and we're just going to try to lean towards the middle a little bit. This is a stretch that hips always lock up. I really struggle with this one. This is not easy for me.
I'm a little open here, bro.
Yeah, you are.
Wow, what the heck?
Can she do the splits?
She's never been able to do the splits. If she could suddenly do the splits, I would start crying.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Actually, was one of our goals.
Yeah.
Yo, shut up, girl.
Like, give me a raise. What? Oh my gosh.
Do my arm workout tomorrow.
Beautiful.
I'm so excited, actually.
All right, guys, now still with your legs out in this position, we're going to sit up and do what we did at the beginning where we interlace our fingers, place our hands behind our head, and just pull our chin and our shoulders down. Oh, I hate how this feels.
Like I can feel my chest and like my back, like my upper back.
Yep.
Like, tense, you know what I mean?
This is one where it's like really hard for me to relax. But just deep breaths in and deep breaths out.
It's the same motion. The breathing forces your body to get comfortable with the position.
Yes, it does. Alrighty, now we're going to sit at the top of our mat, feet out in front of us. And we're going to do that same stretch again. Interlace your fingers right behind the head. Bring that chest and those shoulders down. The least challenging version would be to kind of have your chest up straight and you're just pulling your chin down. If you're not feeling anything there, that's when you can start to round your shoulders and curve your back in towards your legs. You should literally feel this all the way from your Achilles tendon all the way up to your head. Deep breaths, guys. All right, let's slowly come back up. Whoa, my neck just cracked like crazy. All right, now let's scoot forwards a little bit. We're going to lay on our back with our knees up and our heels on the ground. Now I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to turn it this way and bring my heel to the back of my left knee. And now I'm going to reach both of my hands, grab the back of my left thigh, and pull it towards my body. Yep. Should get a nice hip and glute stretch on this one. Just deep breaths here, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud. Well, you know I'm still here on Tuesday night, right? Like, I'm literally not gone yet. I leave on Wednesday. That's funny.
But I know it's because you changed Tuesday nights with her.
Well, so now I'm seeing her on Tuesday nights. Because my small group is on Thursdays.
Oh.
All right, guys, let that left leg come back to the ground. Bring your right leg back to the ground. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So bring your left leg up. Bring that heel to the top of your right quad. Take both hands, grab the back of your right thigh, and pull it slowly in towards your body, getting a nice hip and glute stretch on the left side.
As you were talking just now, I didn't realize that I pulled my leg all the way in. And it didn't hurt. Because I was breathing because I was talking.
You were relaxing. I've often found that if I can get people to actually talk during their exercises, then they're, like, most oftentimes they're able to get greater range of motion, they're able to do more reps, because now you're not focusing on how difficult the exercise is, you're just talking to me. So your body, like...
We're yappers at heart.
We are yappers at heart.
Our community of yappers. Where's Miss Terry?
Miss Terry's struggling with some back and glute pain right now. Yeah.
Oh my God, so he's really old. Oh, yes. I've been doing a lot of studying. We're talking about practice health psychology. Every time you bring something up, it's so funny how it's starting to relate to school for me.
Yeah.
But it's so true. It really is. Like exercise and your mental health, all of it is tied.
It is. All right, guys, bring that right foot down and the left foot down. Now we're going to
bring our legs up in the air like this, take our hands right behind our knees, and we're just going to hug them to our body. And we're just going to kind of roll back and forth. Yeah. You just chilling. Bringing your butt up off the ground and your knees toward your chest, and then back down. Now put your arms straight, flat out at your sides, your palms up, and keeping your knees together and trying to keep your right shoulder against the ground. I want you to let both of your knees fall toward the left side of your body. Good. So your knees should be on the left side of your body, and your head should be facing towards the right as we're trying to keep that right shoulder pinned on the ground. Now we're going to bring everything back to center. And now, trying to keep that left shoulder pinned, we're going to bring our right knee, or both of our knees towards the right side of our body, and turn our head towards the left. Just getting a nice twisting in our lower and middle back. Now we're going to come back to center and go the opposite way yet again. So both knees to the left, head to the right. Nope.
Yeah. I could bring it up. Chris, you know what I'm talking about.
And back to center, knees to the right, head to the left. Knees to center. Now let's keep our right leg up, but put our left leg out straight in front of us. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're just bringing our right knee over to the left side of our body. So our right leg is crossing over that left leg that's out straight. Yeah. Try to keep that right shoulder on the ground as much as you can. I'm just letting you know right now it's going to come off a little bit, and that's okay. We're really just trying to push our right knee towards the ground and our right shoulder towards the ground, kind of torquing your back in a way to get a really great stretch. We're going to hold this for a few seconds, so deep breaths in this position, guys. All right, slowly come back to center. Let's put that right leg out straight. Bring the left knee up, and then bring the left knee to cross over the right leg onto the right side. Hi. And try to keep that left shoulder pinned. Your head should always be facing the opposite direction of your knee. So my head is facing towards the left. I'm trying to drive that left shoulder into the ground, as I'm also trying to let gravity pull my left knee towards the ground on the opposite side of my body. And then just deep breaths right here. All right, let's come back to center. Now we're going to lay in our little starfish position. I want your legs out, your arms out, everything's flat. I want you guys to close your eyes. Now, since we're so big on affirmations in this house, I want everyone to pick one or two, but no more than two, affirmations that are going to help get you through this day. And as you close your eyes and you breathe, I just want you to think those affirmations over and over again to yourself. Guys, we're going to be breathing deep
As we inhale, we're pushing our stomach out. We're inflating the diaphragm. And as we exhale, we're letting our stomach fall towards the ground and deflating the diaphragm. As you breathe in this way and keep your eyes closed, repeat that affirmation over and over again in your head and believe it, and believe that it's going to help get you through this day. Guys, while you're laying here, you might think that you're relaxed, but I guarantee there's still a small muscle or two that we're tensing up. So what I want you to think is that starting from the very tippy top of your head, work your way down your body and relax every single muscle one at a time. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax your fingers. Relax your back. Relax your hips. Relax your legs. Relax your knees. Relax your toes. Just let your body sink into the ground and take some deep breaths. And repeat your affirmation over and over, calmly in your mind. Take one last deep breath in. Breathe in for a count of 5. And now exhale for a count of 6, really, really slow. When you're ready, everybody can come back to center. Open up your eyes, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and sit back up. Yes, you can. Lay there as long as you like.
You ever thought about doing a podcast for like meditation? You have a very calming voice.
Thank you. Thank you. I try to be nice and calming. All right, guys. Namaste. Good work. Proud of all of you. How do you guys feel?
I feel for you old school redheads, like the rubber band.
Okay, everyone smile. Woo! We did it! Yay!